Hi, this is a fast-paced video for those who are working on 1 and 2 point perspective. Once you have the basic ideas of creating your cubes, we can take these ideas and apply them and apply some simple techniques that the digital world offers. So for example, once we have the cube in space here, I'm going to use a series of little buildings and fit them into the cube and show you how quickly we can take and fit something into perspective. We'll go into edit and I'm going to go where it says transform or free transform I like to hit. So I can hit the keyboard Command T. Once I'm here on my mouse, if I right click, I can go to distort. And distort is going to be a really good place. I'm going to take this and I'm going to just scale it into place. I'm going to use the square box that's here. I'm going to bring this side up, and if I want it to real straight, hit the shift key and I'll keep that nice and neat. Now I'm going to bring this one down to this corner. Look at this wonderful skewed perspective, but I'm not going to stay there, and I'm going to fit this into that space. If I put it all in the little spaces, and I got to tell you, zooming in is really helpful here. So I'll do that so I can go right into the right spots. And let's see, let's zoom down, go over, go across. If I'm happy with all the places, I can then just double click and I would have the object fitting into the square, and that's a pretty cool thing. So let's take that and apply that idea to cityscapes or even interiors. And so we're going to do some quick demos. Let's take this here and let's shut this off. Let's shut this off. And if I were doing the same idea in 1 point perspective, so I'm going to take that same cityscape that I have here, and I'm going to duplicate that layer so I have one that I can preserve. And I'll bring this one up here near the top so I can use it, and I'm going to hit Command T, and then I'm going to right click, distort, and I'm going to take it and move it over, and I'm going to put the square in this little space that I've created. I'm going to put that here. I'm going to take this side, put it up there, put this one right here, double click. Let's shut this off so we can see what it looks like. And so you get a sense. Now, if I wanted to do the same thing on the other side of the street, let me duplicate that as well. And we'll take this one and let's bring it up near the top. And I'm going to Command T. I'm going to take it, same thing. I'm going to put it in place. Right click, distort. Gives me the opportunity to pull these items in place. Grab the corner. I think I pulled a little too quick. Here we go. Pull the corners in. There we go. Drop this down. Pull it on up. Double click, and now we've got the other side of the street. And of course, obviously, if we were to use this here, let's duplicate that layer again. Shut this one down. If I were to take this one and here, let's apply this. Let's flip this. Here, Command T. Right click, flip horizontal. If I were to put this in place right along here, scale it up just a little bit so the buildings are the right size, you can see how we'd make them line up. If I wanted to take one side and darken it for value's sake, I could. So that's how that would work. So let's shut these down. What if I wanted to do the same thing, but instead work in 2 point perspective? So of course we could do the same thing. We would take that cityscape. Let's duplicate it. Shut one down. Let's bring this guy up near the top. Command T. Let's put it in place. Let's right click for distort. Let's bring this up to the top here. Let's bring this one down into my little frame. Let's bring this corner into place. And so this way I have the entire block set up all at once. Now obviously I'm using the top just to kind of show us how all the buildings would fit in that one big square. We would do the same thing here. Duplicate the layer again and just do the opposite side just as a matter of completion. We'll hit OK. Let's bring this one up. And what are we going to do? We're going to take this and we're going to flip it horizontal. So Command T. And this way I can line up my yellow buildings. And I'll say distort. Let's bring it up to that point. I think I've got to get a little smaller to make it fit. Let's bring this guy in place. Gonna go to there. Bring this one down to there. And now we've got that in place. So you get the idea how we can create. Let's look at an interior space. Here would be 1 point. Let's take an interior space like this. Let's take this one and let's duplicate it like we're going to. Right here. And I'll take the first one. And I'll scale it. The first one's easy. I'm just going to put this one onto the back wall. Then we're going, actually, let's do this one first here. Let's put this in place here. We'll say Command T, right click distort. I'll bring this one even to this parallel. Let's bring this up to that line. Perfect. Let's bring this up to there. Perfect. That gives us that side. Let's duplicate that centerpiece again. Let's duplicate that. And let's take this one and same thing. Distort it. Let's put it in place here. Now I'll bring it in a little bit, but I'm only going to bring it about this much. Let's pull this side down. I don't want to distort my window, so there we go. And then, of course, if I was doing this one, I'd simply put it in place. So this would be how we develop the interior. You'd see the same ideas. Let's also explore the idea if we were going to do it with a 2-point interior. And let's find our 2-point interior, which is going to be here. So you got a couple of things to shut down. Let's start off with this. Command T, right click. We're going to go over to distort. We're going to put this in place. One side in, one side up. And here I'll just take it to the edge of the page. This side to the edge. Bring this side further in. Looks pretty good. And again, if we wanted to duplicate it, we do the exact same thing on the other side. So let's do that. Duplicate the layer. Let's Command T and flip it horizontally. Let's put it in place. And that's how that would work out. So I hope you found this video useful. You can make some pretty interesting transpositions with it. Have a great day.